of SaaSMAX, and thank you all for taking time out of your day to be here and learn about the opportunities that we can provide you as a partner to us. I'm here with Clint Gatewood, who's our VP of Reseller Partner Development, and he'll be doing most of the presenting, and he's the one that you would most likely have the first point of contact with when you join. And so so Clint, take it away. But first, let me give you a little background on myself, which is that I'm the CEO of SaaSMAX, and I founded SaaSMAX with the goal of creating operational efficiencies for the IT channel who's adopting SaaS solutions. There are so many great solutions coming to market in all sorts of lines of business as well as the IT space, and I recognize that the current methods of distribution, which are more based on physical and financing, are not the same needs that SaaS vendors have today to get to market. But not only that, but that for resellers, you're looking for a one-stop shop or a means to efficiently do business with these SaaS solutions, but also learn about these solutions. And so from day one, in starting this business, my goal has always been to create an efficient platform that enables you to identify solutions, but also identify profitable solutions that will help you stay fresh and relevant and bring value to your clients. So Clint, please go ahead and introduce yourself. Rob's not here right now. He may show up in a little bit, but Clint, welcome aboard.
Thanks, Dina. Appreciate the introduction. I'm Clint Gatewood, and I've been working in the channel for about 15, 16 years, launching companies for products that want to go through the channel, and working for companies building other channel development, and so I got a real good understanding of what you need and the things that we can help our vendors with get ready to actually sell through the channel, provide you the right materials, the right pricing programs, and really look at vetting the reseller or the SaaS apps for you. But we'll get into that a bit more, and we're going to do a quick high overview here as we move forward. This is some of the team, 200 plus years of channel, SaaS, digital marketing experience. So we have people who have been on a lot of different fronts throughout the channel or being in the channel themselves. So this is our team here. So the SaaS landscape, we're all here because we all see opportunity. You know, we see charts like this all the time, but just kind of illustrates where the industry is going and how it's changed. SaaS applications and hosted applications have changed the nature of how companies are and will be buying software, and how you're delivering software and even hardware, and how that's purchased. So we can see very quickly that in 2015, it's grown from the last couple of years by a lot of $1 billion, up to $78 billion worldwide. And $130 billion by 2020 is what the industry is predicted to be doing. As we go through the first part of the slides, I think the most important things as you're looking at your line cards and you're looking at where do you move your business, whether you're a managed service provider, whether you're a consultant in the marketplace selling different HR solutions, you know, where is the market going and what are clients looking to purchase? So we've done a lot of work with TechIsle, and they've done a lot of research in these particular areas. And I think what I like most about what we're going to present here on this part is it really shows you what small business clients are looking to purchase insofar as when it comes to SaaS applications. We're going to cover some of the other portions too, not only what are they looking to buy, but why they're looking to buy it and where those areas are in your marketplace that are underserviced today, so you can make very good strategic decisions on what you want to add to your line card, what solutions you want to provide. So when you're looking at 2014 and moving into 2015, a lot of research was done, and small business clients are really looking overall when you see industry vertical applications. They're really looking for things that are either specific for their industry or more like it. As service providers and solution providers, you're providing a solution of several applications to provide them what they want. But you know, most clients are looking for different marketing solutions. They're looking for two different things in that marketing solution is one, how do I acquire new clients, and how do I retain my clients, and all the systems that go into that, like sales systems. So they're also looking for sales systems. They're looking for things that make the business operations more efficient. So how do I get more efficient with my business solutions, whether it's HR or you know, managing their inventories and product management along those lines. So you can see here the different pieces, the top, you know, 5, 6, 7 solutions that industry that your business, your clients are looking to buy. So in this slide, it goes into a little bit more about what small businesses and really what different size of clients out there are buying. When you look at currently, you can see when you look at the number of employees, you know, the 1 to 9 size of employee or company are currently using 4 applications. And then it goes by, you know, how many employees the companies have and how many they're actually currently using today. So if you look at the 20 to 50 employee range, they're using 7 applications today. And if you look at the, down below, then what are they planning to add in 2015? They're going to add a lot of applications. Now, some of these applications are not being billed for. Some of them are being billed for, but they're using a lot of different SaaS applications to manage their day and to manage their business, and they're going to be adding a lot. So when you really think about it, in the small to medium business sector, they're currently on average using 5 applications, the SaaS applications today, and they're planning to add 8 for a total of using 13 different applications that are in SaaS applications by the end of 2015. So there's going to be a lot of, you're going to see a lot of growth and a lot of moving to more and more SaaS applications. As I talked earlier a little bit, the top 5 reasons or business issues, and this is always great for your marketing collateral when looking at what you're going to do strategically, how you're going to sell it, and more importantly, who you're going to sell it to. So the top 5 reasons that in business issues that small, medium businesses are looking to solve is attracting and retaining new clients. That's number 1. You know, how do I get more clients in? How do I do it more efficiently? And how do I retain my current clients that I have, as well as expand my current client share of wallet with those customers? Again, and that leads into increased business growth. You know, more sales, more clients, and more efficiency. So you see, those top 3 pieces are really linked together. You know, they're looking to grow their business. They're looking to attract new clients. They're looking to retain new clients. They're looking at getting more efficient so they can grow their business faster, as well as becoming more operationally efficiently and reducing my operational costs and be more profitable. They're also looking, they need to keep pace with their competition. And they're looking at SaaS as being able to deliver them applications that aren't going to cost them a fortune, where they don't have to put in a lot of hardware and manage that hardware and do the capital expenditures on those types of pieces. So looking at how do I keep pace my competition, as well as how do I take the current products that I have with the current verticals that I sell to, and how do I expand into new markets or add new products myself? And again, if they can get more operationally efficient, they can reduce those costs, they can gain more time to look at new markets and look at how they can reposition their products. So this shows who's buying, who has the purchasing authority, and who's actually doing the purchases. Really, it's not the IT companies that are actually making the buying decisions, or the IT people at the company. It's very driven, and if you look at the top 3 reasons of why they're buying SaaS applications, this makes a lot of sense, but business management is making the bulk of the purchasing decisions. And then you add in kind of shadow IT, or you're looking at an organization where, you know, a division goes out or a couple people go out and they find something to help them manage their day. It may be a free application like a CRM or something like that, but they're using something that really hasn't been approved or hasn't really been gone through a vetting process to manage their day. The rest of the decisions, but only 30% of the decisions on buying a SaaS application, is being made by IT management. And then if you look on the chart on the side, it shows you who's making those decisions when it comes down to who's making the buying decisions. And you see that the CEO of the company, the CFO, the owner of the companies are making the bulk of those decisions across the majority of the types of applications that you may be selling. Next slide, Dina. The other portion of what we're going to cover is where should you move in, and which direction should you line your line card. You don't want to just jump into a market that's already being well serviced or overly supplied by your competition in the marketplace, by your colleagues out there. So in this chart here, it really shows you in 2012, a comparison of 2012 to 2014 of where small businesses have changed their focus in what they want to purchase, and more importantly, where are those areas that your competition, your colleagues are underserving the market. So if you look at 2015 and 2014, moving ahead 2015, 2016, where are those areas that you, in your business, can you move, and what things should you add to your line card? So when you look at vertical applications, business intelligence, CRM under 2014, these are areas that are highly underserviced by your colleagues and by the channel in general. And these are the types of areas that you may want to look at. How do I pick up a couple of SaaS applications to sell into this particular markets, or more importantly, if you're going to you really look at the vertical application piece, is how do I take 3 or 4, maybe even 5 SaaS applications, bundle them together as a solution, and provide that to my client and sell it as a solution. Much easier to sell a solution bundled with several applications to increase your overall take of what you're going to handle. But it's interesting to really look at this slide and see, hey, storage and backup was hot in 2012. Now it's not quite as hot. I mean, it's still hot, it's still selling, but it's starting to be way over-serviced, and there's a lot more supply than demand. If you look at 2014 and hosted databases, there's a huge amount of channel that's providing hosted databases, and there's just not demand to eat it all up. So these are areas that are going to begin to become highly commoditized, if you will. So jumping into that and spending a ton of money there may or may not be the right decision for your company, whereas if you can verticalize some applications and get into business intelligence or CRM, cloud security, in these areas that are underserviced by your colleagues, you're going to have more success there and be able to drive higher profit margins over time.
Right, and I just want to add here, in SaaSMAX itself, when we're talking to resellers and some of our newer resellers, we're actually, it's very similar. They're asking for more verticalized apps to bring to their clients, and CRM solutions, and file sharing and collaboration, and new types of data backup and security solutions. And we are seeing new SaaS vendors joining weekly that fall into those categories. So it really does match up with this data here in comparison to what we're seeing live being asked for and also being offered. So we're a good benchmarking area for you as well. So if you're a member of SaaSMAX, feel free to ask us what we're seeing out there, because we have our fingers on the pulse.
Thanks, Dina. Yeah, and just for those of you who joined, if you have questions, we're not going to unmute today and ask questions through voice, so you can always type in your question in the ask a question box on the right-hand side. So if you have any questions, please ask them as you go. We'll either answer them as we're going, or when it makes more sense at that particular part of the presentation. Here we talk a little bit about the vendor channel disconnect. I mean, SaaS vendors, if you look at the way that they grew up, if you will, or they became founded, someone had a great idea for an application in a way, they saw an issue that clients were having. They created an application to address that issue and try and solve that issue for clients. No real thought at that point a lot of times on how they're going to go to market, or what is it they're going to sell, or what price points are going to do it, how they're going to sell, what channels they're going to utilize. They're going to do all the in-house sales. And many of the people who have started these companies really don't understand the channel. And that's where we really step in, and we help the SaaS vendors understand what it means to sell through a channel and utilize an indirect sales force. And what is it that you need as one of their partners, one of their selling partners as a reseller? What is it that you need from market collateral, information on why clients are buying? What is it that you need for a profit margin to make it attractive, or what other type of add-on sales can you do? They really don't understand a lot of this, and they don't understand how to sell and how to nurture the business with you. So that's where we put a lot of work in with our vendors, and we do a lot of vetting with them too. We don't just bring any SaaS vendor on. We have well over 130 applications in our marketplace today, spanning 10, 15 different or more different areas. So we do a lot of work with them to prepare them to talk to you and get there. We are one of the fastest growing marketplaces, and we are specifically for SaaS applications. We're not selling hardware. We're not pushing into hardware. We understand this particular space. We understand what resellers need, and just work to save you time on there and not having to vetting a lot of people. So there's no cost to resellers. We always get what's our revenue model and how do we make money. We make money helping the app vendors get ready to talk to you. There's never any fee to the resellers. So we help you discover the right apps. And help you grow your business and grow your revenues. We help the vendors come up with different pricing plans, spiffs, making sure that you can get some free trials from most of the vendors that come into SaaS. We really push them to give you some free trials so you can actually vet the product in-house. Getting leads from different vendors and buyers. We do have the ability for buyers to come onto the website as well and look for some help in finding a particular application. on that piece, and we're doing a lot of matchmaking, which we're going to talk about more in a moment. But we proactively learn about your business with each one of you. We'll have a conversation, 15, 20 minutes, just kind of understand what your strengths are, what you need out of an application, and where you really want to move your company. So, and we're staying on top of the marketplace. The biggest thing, again, what we do is we're vetting the different vendors. We're making sure they're ready to talk to you, so that you're not wasting your time. I mean, a lot of you are smaller companies, and you just don't have the time to go out and talk to hundreds of different applications and to vet each one of those applications, decide if it's the right one for you from there. But we help you save a lot of your time.
Yeah, so I guess I can take this slide, Clint. So
okay,
what happens?
Great,
yeah, once you join SaaSMAX and you fill out your profile as completely as you care to, obviously the more complete the better, we find out how many introductions you can handle on a monthly basis. Are you aggressively looking to build an entire portfolio, or are you looking to evaluate one category of solutions, like, for example, point of sale or unified communications or HR or security, and how many introductions you'd want us to provide you on a monthly basis on average. And from there, we're going to basically initiate introductions between you and vendors that we think are cherry-picked and worth your time to learn about, and make those introductions, and then let the vendors reach out to you directly, and hope that you take the time to learn those solutions. We select them based upon not just pulling it out of a hat, but by really doing matchmaking behind the scenes, by double checking and looking at what your company is providing based on your website and who you say your customers are, and trying to make good quality matches so that we do save you time, and obviously we save you money, and we help you get to the right types of vendors faster. And the goal, again, is you stay fresh and relevant with your clients. We're behind the scenes helping you to identify the kinds of solutions and pre-qualify them, and then obviously you make more money doing that. Clint, you want to talk about the bundles?
Yeah, so if you've been out in the marketplace, you're selling solutions for the most part. Some of you may be selling just some products and selling hardware. So you can sell SaaS applications individually and do it that way. But most partners are doing, when we're working with our channel, is saying, hey, look, your clients are looking for a solution. They can go out and they can buy, they can buy an app all they want, but then how do they integrate it? How do they get it set up? How do they move it forward? So your colleagues out there doing the best with this and making the most money and selling the most apps are those that really look at those areas that we discussed earlier, and so far as what is the client trying to solve? What are those business issues? I'm looking to expand my business and grow my business, so I'm going to need a good CRM. I'm going to need a good sales process. I'm going to need a good marketing program and email marketing management, and putting all these particular types of pieces together for them. So a lot of good solutions will end up including 3, 4, 5 applications, and you go about selling solutions. Much easier than just selling a point product. So and you can also verticalize it. A lot of the channel out there work across verticals, but they typically work very closely with 2, 3 verticals that they work with, whether it's medical, and some of them only work just medical out there. So you can look at, how do I put together a solution? That way you maximize your sales time, you maximize your profits. You may not sell all 5 or 4 applications at one time, but you're putting together a process for the client and selling them a solution that over a quarter or over 6 months, you're going to move them into that particular solution. And you're going to be much more effective and much more highly profitable in that manner. So how do you start making money? How do you start finding SaaS applications? How do you start moving forward? It's really quick and easy. You just go up to our website. It's SaaSMAX.com, www.SaaSMAX.com. In the upper right-hand side, you will see a register. You click the registration button, and away you go. Once you register, you'll become a pending reseller, and I'll schedule, or staff will schedule some time with you, 15, 20 minutes, understand your business, understand what you're looking for, and then we will start making matchmaking with you. So Rob and his team, Rob unfortunately couldn't make it today, Rob and his team will take the information that I've gathered from you and start to look at the different verticals, different applications, the things that you want to do, and start introducing you directly to a couple vendors in each space that you can talk to and start moving forward. Very, very simple. So if you have any questions, please type them in. This is some of our apps that we have. And here, just a quick look at some of the ones that we have. We cover a lot of spaces. So we also have a blog. It's called Why SaaS. So you can also find our blog off our website. And we have other webinars up there. The Tech Out webinar we did in December was fantastic, and it's posted up on our blog. And you should watch that because you get a lot more detail on what the clients are looking for and how they want to buy the applications and what's going to be hot and what's going to be commoditized and what's kind of gone out of favor. So you really kind of want to watch that one. But these are a lot of apps. Like I said, we have over 130 of them. We're adding about 3 or 4 apps. We're really the leader in the SaaS marketplace today. Got a lot of vendors that are calling us now, a lot of SaaS application companies calling us and wanting to join. So it's going very well from that standpoint. Dean, anything you wanted to add here?
Oh, just not that you want to spend all the time going through the marketplace, but if you ever have an extra half hour here and there or 15 minutes between meetings, I'd suggest you scroll through on the marketplace and see what kind of apps are showing up, because some of them you may not even know are a type of app that exists now. And so to be able to identify that, like for example, a Prio boardroom is an app that really helps boards of directors have a very efficient process of staying in touch and collecting board minutes and being a good content management platform for board members alone. It's a great little app if you have a nonprofit that you work with or a company that has a 10 or more boards to bring this to. We've got ones in social media. We've got ones that make it very simple to create your own website in minutes that are simple, so simple that even hairdressers are creating them themselves, or that you can take on and use them as a new separate business model to add to your line card, is creating websites on the fly that are very high quality. We've got really a whole wide variety of interesting solutions that keep showing up, and it's a lot of fun for us to see them, meet them, and help them get into the channel, but it's also a really great opportunity for you to be able to bring new things that are typically have better features and functionality than what you've been able to see in legacy or on-premise apps. So, make a little time and have fun with it and see what might get triggered.
I think what's great too is you look at the different apps, and when I have a conversation with you too, is I'll understand your strengths and weaknesses. I mean, a lot of times when you get into, say, you want to do some unified communications, and your staff's not strong in that, and for you to get into that particular piece, you have to add staff and expensive staff to be able to manage those solutions. So, we can match you up with vendors that will help offset some of that. They'll do some of the labor for you. They'll do some of that back-end piece until you can ease yourself into that business, so you can get right to market and sell and not have to worry about a ton of expense on human capital to begin with. And then as you grow your business, you can slowly start taking some of that over. Or maybe you have those expertise and you just need something different than what you're currently using, or you're looking at expanding what you're doing, and maybe some different features and functions. So let me know what you're looking for, and let us know what you're looking for, and we'll help move you into a particular solution that's going to help you grow your business the most efficient way, in a way that you want to run it.
And that's a great point, because when you do have your own approved login, you can look at what types of reseller programs they offer within their profile, and some of them you can search just by those that have a wholesale or white label platform versus those that just have a direct referral commission-based platform. And so you really can select which apps you want to work with if you wanted to, just based upon the types of reseller programs they have. And most of the SaaS vendors in our marketplace are extremely friendly and willing to work with you, get on sales calls with you, do demos with you, help you close, and always give you the credit for the sale. So if you're ever worried about how, protecting your book of business, we pretty much communicate and make sure that these vendors understand that your clients are your clients and they're there to help you, and they're very excited to work with you and recognize that you bring value that they can't directly. So by having us in the middle, you can be assured that we've pre-screened for that kind of collaboration as well. So I think that brings us to the end of our webinar today. again, it's free to sign up, and there's really minimal obligation on your end except to be curious and to be looking for great business opportunities here that really could take you to the next level in your business and give you some great, steady, recurring, growing income. So we hope that you will take the time to join SaaSMAX, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
Thanks, everyone. I really appreciate your time, and I'll definitely be in touch with you. In the meantime, you can go to our website, register to become one of our community members, and we'll get things moving from there very swiftly. I appreciate everyone's time today and listening to us.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Take care.